What's going on, gamers? So we have some interesting drama and news here today, and it's with the Nintendo Direct. So if you guys didn't know, Nintendo Direct for the Switch was actually pretty good, and it's crazy considering we're going to be getting the Switch 2 Direct next week. In this video, we're going to be talking about the high level copium, and the hopium over on the PlayStation side, starting with this guy William, who tries to make it seem like Sony's not going third party when even before this happened, they're going third party. So Sony, which is interesting. Let's just highlight what gas data right here. J-Dub says Microsoft is going to announce a plethora of first-party games on tomorrow's Nintendo Direct, with even more to follow next week. Xbox fanboys were so worried about PlayStation, they forgot to see their real enemy. How will they spin this? Right? Whole slate, it's just 4 games, Xbox, Nintendo. So to him, Microsoft was going to be going more third party on the Nintendo platform today. That's what he's saying, by the way. You notice, like when I highlight him a lot, he's wrong most of the time, which is very interesting. But he keeps posting for some reason. It's like, what are we doing here? Guy says, how will they spend this? The irony in this tweet is incredible. They were so worried about PlayStation, they forgot to see their real enemy. That's interesting that he has that type of mentality. So we're here today, and this is what happened. Sony licensed the IP of everybody's golf, right? It's now coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it's coming to Steam. And we know Microsoft can get it that way. Potapon 1 and 2, Nintendo Switch, Steam. These are all PlayStation exclusives, by the way. Supposed to be Freedom Wars Remastered, coming to the Switch and on Steam. What happened, bro? Looks like Sony's going more third party again. Whole slate. Well, you were sitting over there talking about Microsoft and talking about Xbox. It seems like PlayStation showed up at the Nintendo Direct, and they're putting 3 games. And it's just no, actually 1, 2, 3, and now we got 4. We're just getting started, J Dub and the other PlayStation fanboys. But what's even worst about this is this guy, his mentality. Are we ready to dive into this, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe. Let's continue. I would like to point out a few things to everyone who may be concerned about these 3 games coming to the Nintendo Switch. The funny thing is concerned. Bro, why would somebody be concerned about those games going to the Switch? When I saw this, I knew he was a Sony fanboy. And let me tell you why. Let's start. First, notice that none of these games are coming to Xbox. Question. Why? Answer. Because Xbox is a direct competitor with PlayStation, where Switch and PC are not. They are just indirect competition. I get what he's trying to say. And they also want to use this narrative when Nintendo starts stomping and dominating everything. Oh, they're not, competitors. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can go to some sports uh, world and be like, oh, they're not their indirect competitor. This team over here, but these teams are always rivaling against each other. Yeah, they do rival a lot. You know what I mean? And they may be more in each other's faces. Some teams may not care about the other team, but when you're on that field, hey man, whoever wins wins. You know what I mean? You can't say that. Oh, it's because they're doing this. Oh, because you could take this on the go, so this doesn't count as a full count. Like, shut up. Numbers and profit are the same, no matter what. So we don't want to hear any of that crap. Second, these games are being published by Bandai Namco, not PlayStation. Yeah, because Sony wouldn't have been able to handle that the right way. This means that the PlayStation IP going to Switch will not be the big AAA first-party games. Lego Horizon and MLB don't count because they are co-licensed games. You see this like type of like fantasy that they try to make up. It's like, bro, the game went to another platform. It's no longer a PlayStation exclusive. Period. Wake up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're doing. Third, these were dead intellectual properties. Do you know that if Sony didn't do Concord, they didn't do Fair Game, and they didn't do all this other bullshit, a God of War live service game, like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, slap them upside the head. And they didn't do all those other games, and they would have revived older IPs, dead IPs, even if they have to give them to other developers that were not Sony oriented and made them exclusive. They would have been in a much better position than they are now. So what are we talking about here? What the hell does that have to do with whether it's third party or not? Bro, either you're leaving the PlayStation ecosystem and going somewhere else. I don't care if it's PC, Xbox, if a new Sega console came out, a new Atari console came out, you know what I mean? Switch 2, whatever, anything, you are now third party. Okay? We understand that. We're licensed out of the original developers in order to be republished. This has happened plenty of times. GoldenEye right now for Xbox and Perfect Dark are not the original developers, and guess what? They're going to be first-party in-house games. Now we'll decide if they're going to be third-party or not. Patapon was such a dead IP that the original developers created their own spiritual successor called Rataton that is not a PlayStation-owned IP. In these cases, Bandai Namco, the original developers, usually reach out to PlayStation and ask if they want to do something with the game. If they pay a fee, since it's a dead IP and nothing is being done with it. Still, making an excuse. Third-party, bro. It gets worse. Are we ready? Guys, get ready for this. PlayStation is not going third party. Oh, man, he did all of that. No, guys, this is why you had to read this. He did all that to convince you that Sony is not going third party. They've been third party. What world you living in, bro? What is with these people, guys? Why are they so stupid? Like, you know what I mean? And when I say it's like you're being stupid to try to make Sony look like something that they're not. Bro, they're third party. You doing that is not going to help. All it's going to do is make you look dumb. Don't do this. Stop this behavior. We need to stop. We need to stop this behavior. All of you, stop this behavior. They're going third party. There's nothing you can do about it. It's the way the industry works. Xbox is going third party. We just stop right there. So in his mind, he's trying to convince you that Xbox is going third party and PlayStation is not going third party. We're reading this, right? It's right here in front of our face. What is wrong with this dude? Unbelievable. High-end AAA PlayStation first-party tentpole games would never be allowed to be published by another company. Death Stranding is an exception. Don't make any excuses once again, which is how these games are able to go to Switch. Dude, all your games are on PC. Your whole slate. And even more now coming. And all those games will be on Steam. See, guys, look, Sony's not publishing these games, so they can't block them then, right? Microsoft gets Steam, you're still going to be able to get all these games. You see how this shortcut works? You see, it's set up like this to be, you know, because they're not going to have a choice but to comply. Either you get your profit or you lose out on a profit, get a worse reputation, get the bad press against you, and yeah, just so they can't be a Microsoft system. Well, they found a way, man. You're just going to have to deal with it. All you're doing is justifying that it would be easier for Microsoft to get these games. Hey, I'm just saying. These games are smaller scale dead IPs being revived with PlayStation's permission for a fee. In other words, they are experimental category games. Guess what? You have 0 Nintendo games. Guess what? Nintendo games are way better. Guess what? They sell more, they dominate more, and they're all in-house. And you don't have the power to do that. And you're getting none of them. So don't sit here and try to act like PlayStation's all high and mighty because you're not going to get these little grand publishers. Like, no, bro. You want to play these games? Nintendo's high and mighty then. This is why I play this game, because of people like this. This is what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to act like Sony's shit doesn't stink and that you're just not going to get the great things from PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you ain't getting a single Nintendo game. And you're dissected. And you're coming over here. Because you need it. And you're coming to PC. They went to neither. So if you want to play this type of game, once again, the game that you're playing is a loser's game. You're not going to be able to win this game. And it's a game that you're playing. Sony's not even playing this game. You're trying to make it seem that way. This is me talking to you. This guy right up here. You know what I mean? This is how you straighten people out. Because it's like, what game are we trying to play here? They're a third party just like Microsoft. Right? It's just ridiculous that he goes on like, yeah, bro, you might as well be in a relationship with Nib. I'm just saying. So what the F you talk about? PlayStation is the third. More cope from PlayStation guys. Typical. Damn, pure console war cope. See, everybody starts to see it. Like, you guys do this in front of everybody openly. And this is everybody seeing this. Not AGN doing this because he's being negative. No. They're the ones that are spreading the negativity and getting people to get in a toxic mindset that's not real. So you can attack it with people over stupid stuff like this, when really all you have to do is just be a man and say, yeah, they're third party, just like Microsoft. But still, let's go through all of this and let's go start attacking other people. Not him, but other people will start doing this. It's like all of you did that for something that was never real. They have to keep making content about it, and then they want to try to paint me as negative. It's like I'm not falling for this because I know what you're trying to do, and it's just not going to happen. PlayStation is already third party. See, people are saying it's like, yeah, but you want to live in this little like, I gotta call you a pony. This little like glitter delusion. It's like, what are we talking about here? They're both third party. Get over it. Deal with it. Like they don't want them to be doing the same thing that Microsoft's doing. They've been doing that, bro. They copy everything they do. So yeah, game over, right? Game over, right? Right? Stop making yourself look dumb. You guys wake up every day and do this. Every time J Dub says something, it's always ages for this. I'd say he can't say anything right. Like all his takes are wrong. It's like, bro, that's what I said about the video. Stop posting. You just making yourself look dumb. This dude is so cheesy. I could barely read the whole thing. Who thinks like that? Another one. We ready? 5 hours ago, if Microsoft announces Halo on a Nintendo Direct, F. Like, guys, I'm just gonna have to tell you something. There's a difference between somebody fanboy and then you could just realize that he really is this dumb. Because like, why would they announce the Halo aspect at the for the Nintendo Switch 1? It would be something for Switch 2, you know what I mean? Like, why would they put it on their console? That's not gonna happen. Right, am I reading this? Like, wouldn't common sense tell you that this would be like a Switch 2, reveal or something? You know what I mean? It's not gonna be Switch 1 technology. They're kind of like past that, and the Switch 2 is coming out this year. Yeah, you know? But that this is J-Dub we're talking about. Guy was expecting Xbox games to be shown in Nintendo Direct, and instead Sony games ended up being there. So yeah, all skipped Xbox. Sit down, little bro. Please don't cry. They skipped Xbox. Oh yeah, we forgot. Here's another one. Here's another one. I guess they didn't they just didn't want to include that, y'all. So we got 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 4, sorry. But we'd add 5 with because I was taking Freedom Wars. But yeah. So they have to do that, right? Because they don't want to say, instead of admitting it went third party, once again, what did they do? Turn to Xbox and attack it. Unbelievable. Funny stuff. Demo, when poor begging backfires. Just yesterday also. Oh my, and that's when he started posting that. So we get the idea here. All right, PlayStation going full third party. Here's a guy here that just sees it and understands that, oh man, Sony can't lock these games anymore. What they're going to do is they're going to share and just take that profit here. Or just, we get it. But yeah, that's the video I wanted to make here. And then we have everybody's golf hot shots coming. By the way, good series. By the way, I recommend it if you're getting the Switch 2. We have the Switch 1. Everybody's golf is good. It's just as good as Mario Golf. Some may like it better. It just all depends. But yeah, we we had to do this, right? Just because you guys know how this goes, man. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, it's late. Get used to it. More is coming. Look right here. Ghost of Yote is coming to PC. Ghost of Tsushima may be coming to the Switch too. A lot of PS4 games and PS5 games. We're just getting started. Wolverine's coming to PC too. Ponies? Sit down. Later, y'all.